Yo, what up everybody? It's Slummy here, finally coming at you with the Destiny 2 video. I had 2 straight weeks of migraines. I know I said that in the last video too. I get them chronically, so it is tough to do videos when my migraines are on a nice streak like that. But anyways, I fucking finally figured it out. I got the best method to get Masterwork Cores. Hands down, tested and approved. This is the way to do it. I actually got about 13 to 15 Masterwork Cores just today alone. And I'm going to tell you right now, the way sucks. Still grind, still involves farming. I hate farming. But unfortunately, this is the absolute best way to do it. So let's break down the guarantees first. Every day when you sign on to Destiny, head on over to the Tangled Shore, go to Spider, and you could purchase a couple of Masterwork Cores. Don't go crazy because every time you purchase a Masterwork Core, it costs you legendary shards. And after you purchase one, it'll double every single time. And then it resets daily. So for example, if you buy one Masterwork Core, it'll cost you 10. If you go buy the next Masterwork Core, it's going to cost you 20, then 40, then so on. So I only recommend doing this like once or twice a day. But luckily, my method for Masterwork Cores is going to give you a lot more legendary shards also. The second way to do it is if you break down a legendary item and you're lucky enough to get the finest matter weave, make sure you consume that if you get it, because you are guaranteed a Masterwork Core, and the chances do increase for the more challenging enemies you get. So it's still RNG, but you're pretty much guaranteed one by the time it's up. But even that is very difficult to get, and I'll be honest with you, I was almost debating on whether or not they may have removed it from the game because I haven't gotten it in like 2 weeks. So even that is really rare. So let's get to the best method. So there's 2 ways to go about it. You could do the raid, in which you do have increased chances of getting masterwork items, but that's going to involve you basically butt humping the LFG channel, trying to get into a raid for the older raids, the year 1 raids. And even still, running a whole raid and you might not even get one, it's kind of a waste of your time. So what I recommend doing is going to places that will give you year 1 loot, because it will still net you a chance to get year 1 masterwork loot, and that's the planetary vendors. So basically, if you spend a little time and start hoarding all your resources for that planet, and when I mean resources, I mean equip the ghost, go grab bounties, do public events, heroic if possible. While you got the bounties activated, make sure you get the kill bounties. So now you're doing the ghost with the caches and resources located on your map, plus the bounty, plus the heroic public event if you jump into it. So that's going to net you probably about 10-ish resources right there. On top of that, when you're at the planetary vendor, grab their bounties, because that'll award you some resources, and then kind of just jump around the planet that you have the ghost active on, and just gather up all the materials as much as possible. The good news is, I believe Bungie, when they did Forsaken, there's a lot more materials and chests out in the world now, so this should be pretty easy for you to obtain. But once you get a whole boatload of materials, go cash them into the planetary vendor. They'll net you year 1 legendary items with a chance for those to be masterwork, so then you could break down the masterwork items and get those cores. On top of that, you're breaking down a whole bunch of legendary gear, so you're stocking up on your legendary shards, in which you can head on over to Spider and purchase more masterwork cores. So it's kind of like a 2 birds with 1 stone scenario. You're testing the RNG system by possibly getting masterwork loot from year 1 that you can break down, and you're getting legendary shards to spend at Spider in order to purchase more Masterwork Cores. See how I did that? Also see how I did the whole, public events plus bounties plus patrols equals way more resource drops. You will get a ton of resources just doing this for a little bit. I highly recommend doing it. This video in the background, I'm going to let play for a little while just so you can see that I'm not bullshitting you. Because like I said, I think I got like 13 or 14 Masterwork Cores just today by cashing in those planetary resources. So thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you have a better farming method for Masterwork Cores, please post something in the comment below. Everybody have a great day and a great weekend.
but there is nothing mere or mortal about you. That's a compliment, by the way, in case it sounds weird. We're gonna solve this puzzle together.
The hive suppression field is up. Here's something to fight back the hive. I have just what you need. The Valkyrie's online. The hive suppression field is up. The hive are sending an ogre. Here's something to fight back the hive.
We'll take care of it.
Let me know if you find any Golden Age tech out there.
This place has definitely seen better days.
Ogre down. War site clear.
All in a day's work.